All right, good morning, everybody. Day 2 of the VeraSage Symposium. There's a kind of a running joke around VeraSage that whenever you come to the symposium, you get what's known as the VeraSage headache. Anybody experiencing the VeraSage headache? It's either from too much drinking last night or just the material we tried to stuff into your head yesterday. That's and if that questioning exercise, that gives me a headache, and I was just facilitating it. So a couple things from an administrative standpoint I want to quick run through. I had a little bit of a crash on my computer yesterday, so I want to make sure the fellows still giving debt talks this morning: Tim, Chris, John, Matthew, Kirk, and myself. Did I miss anybody on that? Fellows. Yeah, no, I got you. Okay. Our guests: Mark, Gandhi, Bill, Ryan, Thomas, Jackie, Joe, Catherine, and Shauna. Did I miss anybody? Because I'm better than I thought I was. Okay, good. Glad we got everybody listed there. We're gonna before we get started this morning, Tim is going to come up and give his fellow talk. But Ron, you want to have a little bit of a ceremony that we want to run through. This is something that we do biennially, and that is the making of new fellows. And we have one that we're going to do today. So Ron, take it away.
This is a big hazing exercise, so everybody get in the line like it's Animal House. No, I'm kidding. People ask me all the time. I get lots of emails, probably, 20 a year. How do you become a fellow of VeraSage? And I think Greg nailed it yesterday. You make me laugh. No, it's not that arbitrary, but it's a process where we look for people who are thinkers, who are intellectually curious, and have some influence. And probably most importantly, and you've probably picked up on this in the last couple days, all of these people are willing to share everything. They give it all away. I mean, they really do. If you called up any of the fellows and asked them questions, they'd coach you. They would help you. They'd point you to resources. I mean, this is the most open group I've ever met, and I've learned so much from them. And this is why it's such a pleasure to be under one roof with them at the same time, because every time I come here, I just get energized by what they're doing, the things that they're trying and experimenting with, and I just want that feeling. I just want that openness. I just want them to give stuff away, and all of them do it. And it's not about money. It's not about the bottom line. It's about they're all trying to better their respective professions. And I mean, isn't that why we became CPAs and lawyers and advertisers and IT consultants? I mean, we're here to better the world. Dan didn't say it yesterday, and I thought he would, because Dan's an Eagle Scout, and so is his son. And one of the really cool things that the Boy Scouts, I believe this is called an outside credo. So if I'm wrong on that, let me know. But it basically says, you leave the campsite better than you found it. And that's what these fellows are doing. And one gentleman I met in 2009, thanks to John Chisholm, I think it was on my first trip working with John in Australia. There's a bit of a backstory there. I'll try not to bore you, but I was supposed to go to Australia, and I couldn't do it. I had a conflict, so I put Paul O'Byrne in my place, and that's where Paul met John. And of course, that opened up an entire hemisphere for VeraSage, thanks to meeting John. But John took me all around Australia, and one of the cities we went to was Brisbane. And I remember walking into a coffee shop, meeting with this attorney who worked in a big law firm, and he had serious doubts about the way they priced and the timesheet and how he was measured and all of that. And I remember talking with him and just thinking, wow, this guy is really, really smart. You could just tell that he's a deep thinker, and he's thought about these ideas. I think the next time we met him, he might have still been in that law firm. I remember this because he gave John a bottle of wine from I think his family's got in a vineyard or something. But anyway, I've always been impressed with him. He's come to almost, I think, every VeraSage event. and he's been an enormous contributor to our thought leadership, and he's one of the biggest innovators in the city. He's written 19 books. He's an attorney. He specializes in tax and estate work, and he's a thought leader in that space. Some of these books revolve around that. And he's just a terrific gentleman, and it's Matthew Burgess. So I'd like to make Matthew Burgess a practicing fellow. Now, Matthew, I'm going to make you stand up here as we play this video. We're going to show you a really fast video, folks. Somebody could hit the lights. That'd be great. Maybe we don't need to, but okay. Here we go. This is Paul O'Byrne again.
Hello, I'm Paul O'Byrne, and I'm here outside the Paris, the Palace of Versailles, just to explain briefly about the benefits of joining VeraSage. What you do is, if you do become a fellow of VeraSage, indeed even a member, I think, but definitely a fellow, and certainly if you're a senior fellow, you get merchandise. You get apparel, basically. And this is the big benefit of joining VeraSage. A slight drawback is they make you travel around quite a lot to actually show off the apparel in different locations, and it's something that I'm prepared to do for the good of VeraSage. So join VeraSage, get the apparel, see the world.
So Matthew, you get to pick your apparel. I don't have all the sizes, but I think that's a medium, a large, and a medium. So if you're a medium, take both.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thank you, Matthew. All right. Thank you, everyone.